Welcome to another Concubitus episode. It's Maren speaking and
Taya.
Welcome guys. Thanks for listening in again.
Once again.
How are you, Taya?
I am doing fine. I am still sore from the open competition that we talked about previous. Well, I do try to keep up working out in between the workouts. And sometimes I do...
It's rough.
Yeah, it is rough. And then I get the wrong muscle groups. Like, the last workout hit my back so hard from all the snatches.
Yeah.
And then I was doing some deadlifting. And I was why would I do that?
Yeah, like, honestly. Like, I couldn't move my arms until Wednesday.
It was
like literally
so hard.
Not possible.
Actually, the worst part was the breathing for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I had to take the longest shower just to, like, humid...
My lungs were, out there. They were not
Guys,
part of my
don't
body
do CrossFit.
anymore.
Well, do it, because it's fun, but it's also horrible.
Well, I think it's a good way to test your BDSM.
True. Are you a sadomasochist
sympathy?
Or a masochist? It turns out...
It's a good way to assess that.
100% of CrossFitters are masochists.
Yeah. We love to...
this is not a
pain.
real statistic, guys. That was just me basing it on
But I think you could see some correlation.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
It's
like,
so
seriously.
weird. Like, why do you go through that?
Like, why would you do that? Yeah. Anyway,
talking about why would you go through that?
Why would you, like... Yeah, so today we're talking about butt stuff.
Honestly, that should have, like, the... the intro, like, da-na, 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 it comes! Da-na.
Yeah.
No offense
okay.
to people who are actually into a lot of butt stuff.
Which is the case for a lot of people, right?
True. I mean, yeah.
What about you? Are you part of that community?
I am not a part of that group. I am a part of the group of people who've had butt things happen to them.
Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yeah. So it all started in the year of I was in a 5-year long relationship, and at some point you feel like you need to try new things. And it was also my first. He was the guy I had sex with for the first time, so I was a rookie in the game. So also I am like food on a lot of things, insatiable, but also just very curious and hungry for new things. So I like to try stuff. I have
that is good.
The sentiment of, if you haven't tried it, how do you know you don't like it?
Yeah.
And that of course you need to tick off this, well, not of course, but I wanted to tick this off my bucket list. So we tried.
Or butt list.
Yeah, my butt list.
Sorry.
No, I thought that if I ever had to try anything like that, it should be someone you're, like, comfortable with.
Was it your idea, or was it his
it was
idea,
like,
or was it a common idea?
It was a common idea. It was like one of those things where you're, like, actually afraid to speak about it because you're kind of both want to try it, but you're not really sure how the other person is going to react.
Where did you get the idea from? Like, did you...
Me?
Yeah. Like, did you guys talk about it, or was it just like...
Oh, we came to talk about it at one point, but I think... I can't even... It's been 84 years, goddammit, I can't remember. But we kind of just talked about when you're trying new stuff, and I was like, oh, how do you feel about butt sex? I was like, pros and cons, had a casual conversation about it, and then, I don't know, at one point we just tried it.
And how was it?
So I think it's very important when it's butt stuff that, yes, that you're super comfortable about what's gonna happen. You need to, like, prep your brain for the fact that you're gonna have a penis in your butthole.
If it's not something you normally do, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's some adjusting to it, like all these things, but you need to really be there mentally. Yeah. And then you need to work a lot. It's not going to just happen by the first try and be like, wow, that's great or whatever. But, like, you need to find out how you're curved, how he's curved. Like, you need to find the perfect situation. For me, at least, there was this one perfect spot where I was like, not the worst.
Okay.
Could actually enjoy. But as soon as he moved to another, I was like, nope, it's gone. Like, the room for error was so small, and I had to do, like, focus so hard on breathing, like, okay, this is happening. He's like, he can't thrust too hard to start with. You're not naturally lubricated there, so you also have to think about the lube and stuff like that. And I think there was just so much mental blockage, if you can call it that, for me to enjoy it properly.
Yeah.
And we tried it a couple of times, because we did find that one position where I was like, this is bearable, and there's this one sweet spot where it actually wasn't. No, but like, bearable is not okay, but like where it wasn't horrible. Nice. And then the horror of it all happened at one point where, the am I clean is just super important, guys, especially
coming back to that quote. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I feel horrible. But if you put things in where there's ones have been poop.
Of course.
There might be poop on those things when you pull them out again. And I remember that happening, and I was just like, no. I totally forgot that aspect.
It did happen.
It did happen. I took a very long shower afterwards. I had to wash off the sin.
Yeah, but I mean...
haven't done it since.
That is totally, like, that's why actually, like, you don't eat or you douche. Like, coming back to our friend the pretzel, knowing all the insights.
Yeah.
He's like, if he knows he's gonna be the bottom, he's literally not eating the whole day.
Exactly.
Like nothing, or
because there's gonna be poop.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, obviously,
even if it's not in the end of the, like, if it's ready to, this is horrible. We're talking about butt stuff. If you're afraid of poo, don't listen. But if it's gonna be like at the end of your, like, close, I can't remember what this but it's called in English.
Oh my god.
What is words? Either way, if it's closer to the butthole, obviously you feel like you need to go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. But even if you do that and you get things out, there might still be some in the upper part of your intestines. Let's call it that. Yeah. And that's what possibly can be hit whenever, if there's like deeper thrusting or whatever. And I think that just, it scarred me for life. No, it didn't. I was just like, it's not worth it. Because it wasn't that great for me.
So did you try once or more often?
Well, we did more often, and then it happened with the poo.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, I think it scared both of us a lot.
Yeah.
And then I just haven't felt the need for putting that much stuff up my butt.
And how did your partner like it?
He liked the butt stuff a lot, actually.
Yeah.
The poo stuff, not so much.
That reminds me of a really horrible story I will tell you another day.
Another day?
About people who have
a
thing for...
Poo?
Yeah.
That's a whole other episode. Yeah. Either way, he liked
but
it.
Everyone should do what everyone wants,
right? You do you.
No kink shaming here.
No. No, he was not fond of that part either, but he did like the whole butt sex part.
The feeling of...
Yeah, and I think that comes back to guys... This is generalizing everything, but I think that comes back to guys like liking something tight. And the butt is super tight.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not gonna just give in.
Yeah.
A vagina expands a little bit once you get warm. But a butt is just... That's what the deep breaths are for. Yeah. Relaxing the ring muscle, so...
But this is also the only thing... Or like the only reason I can explain it.
Yeah.
Like this need or... I don't know. Yeah.
I don't understand... I mean, if you like poop stuff... Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't understand that part either. I
mean, if you're not having any other...
Yeah! If you don't have other holes down there to... Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it is an interesting topic. Like, how is it in your friend circle? Are you talking about those things?
I honestly don't know. We don't ever, like, maybe you just mention it funnily with, like, a little comment, like, butt stuff, whatever. But I don't actually have those conversations with my friends if they have anal sex.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I should. You guys want to share with me if you have butt sex, please?
I think it's also something that is pretty stigmatized among straight and bisexual women, because it's like, I do have the feeling that many women then do it in favor if they have sex with a male partner who wants, I don't know, like, but this is just also from my experience or like from what I've heard from friends. Then it's more like the guy suggesting it, which is of course not true for everyone, but the majority at least. And then it's more like, oh yeah, kind of doing that person a favor. Yeah, that's at least what. But I mean, I think for many it might also turn out to be then actually nice, but I haven't really heard that much.
No, exactly. Like, it's not that common that girls are just like name dropping. So I had great anal sex the other day, more as to I had some great sex vaginal. You know?
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah.
But what about you?
I haven't tried it.
The butt sex.
The butt. I did have a couple of guys who wanted to try it, but then I was also like, I have to prepare for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I literally can't eat.
Well, yeah, that too. Like, am I clean factor? Very important.
First of all, you know.
But is that the only thing that's like held you back? Have you ever seen a guy for a longer period of time, and has he then asked you?
Yeah.
And what stopped you?
I think I just didn't want to try it.
Well, that's fair.
Because I think first of all, or like in the first place, because I didn't hear nice things about it. Maybe it's also like because we don't talk about it.
Nobody talked about it,
it's
and
super
I think,
like stigmatized.
People are scared to say if they actually like butt stuff.
That's the thing. Like, maybe there are more straight and bisexual women out there who actually love it.
Yeah, but they never speak up about it. It's easier to say you don't like it.
Yeah, or not talk about it at all.
I was there, and I'm not going back.
Yeah. Huh. But as you said, like, for me, I would not say I would never try it, because I agree with you. Like, it's always nice to try new things, right? Yeah. But for me, it would also afford a lot of trust, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, the trust part that's super important to me. Yeah. I remember seeing this one Tinder guy that I was with a couple of times, and he was like, I think actually, oh my god, it was the first time we were together, and he was like, "Can I do anal?" And I was like, no. We need to have a lot more sex before we can do that. Like, I can't trust you to... No.
Some men are really on it.
I mean, it's fair of him to ask. Yeah. What if I was one of those girls that was just like, yes, put it in. I am that girl, just not in that hole.
But it's interesting, because I would love to fuck a guy with a strap on.
You would?
Yeah, I really want to try this.
Oh, you can go like, if you do it to me, I'll do it to you.
I literally did. Yeah, I literally said that. And then it was like, no. Like, really this like, oh my god.
Why would you do that?
And I was like...
I say that with threesomes.
You literally wanted to do it with me, so why, why can't I do it to you?
True.
But then it's like super, super horrible. This Okay, well, this didn't happen with
all the guys.
A lot of people, but...
Just a standard...
Like 2 or 3 guys, I suggest, or like I talked about this. It was like, oh my god, like
you
really
be with a bisexual guy, and then...
really judging me. Yeah. I mean,
that could actually
bisexual people are just great. Not everyone is great, but
hate them, want to be them.
Like, but yeah, I found this really interesting, that it was this like, oh my god, I really want to do this with you, and then I was like, well, then I also want to do it with you. Oh my god, no.
I always say that with threesomes, because guys always want it with 2 girls, and then for the fun of it, I'm like, okay, cool, but then we can also have, like, I actually remembered the ex I had the bud sex with was talking about threesomes, and I was like, well, if you want an extra girl in, I want another time where we're bringing an extra guy. Not that I actually wanted it, but I just like, if you have 2 girls, I want 2 guys.
Or if it's another girl, then it's not for your fucking entertainment.
No, also, I don't want to share once I have a penis. I'm like, get off, girl, it's mine.
Or maybe the girl is even more attractive.
Yeah, exactly. My jealousy can't handle that.
I mean for you.
Oh, no. I was like, what if she takes all the attention? I am way too insecure about that.
Because actually a friend of mine, she had a threesome with her best friend and the guy, and then this guy was like...
Froze the guy out. You're not important anymore.
Like, literally this guy was like, oh, I don't want to, like, create a conflict between you guys. And then they were kissing each other, and they were like, you could never, ever get in between us. Bam! In your face. I fucking love the story.
What are they good for?
Also, like, yeah, you're a man, but it's not always about you.
Yeah, I feel like if I had... Well, why are we talking about threesomes right now?
I don't know, it just...
We'll get back to that in another episode. Yeah. Either way, butt stuff.
But I think that's a bit like this... What you also have with suggestions, like a threesome, right? It's also when it comes to butt stuff, or whatever it is, it's like also always a bit this, like, do both of, like, the two of us, or if it's group sex, more people... really want this because it shouldn't be only for one person, right?
No. If it's like, only for one person, it's not it's not going to happen. You shouldn't compromise with something like that.
Even though
if you have a strong like opinion about it.
Yeah, if there's like something you didn't know about or you've never tried and this person suggesting it, of course, that's also cool to be like, oh, okay, like let's go for it and I'll see if I like it or not, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but have you ever like is it completely off the table anything related to the butt, or have you had sex where it's like a finger has been in or other? Okay, so it's not.
No, it's
your
not.
Your butthole is not yet to be touched.
It's not closed.
So shut. No.
Also, a lot of guys, especially, are really fetishizing. Mm-hmm. How do you say this?
Yeah, I think
fetishizing.
Don't judge us, people. Like, this is our second language. We're just trying.
Scusi.
Yeah. Bringing in all of it.
Scusate. On school.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
Anyway, a lot of guys are actually fetishizing my butt.
You do. Well, you do have a glorious butt. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I try.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm a bit like, okay, I appreciate that.
But
it's not only my butt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
is it your butthole or is it my butt cheeks you like?
Or is there also something else? You know? Like, so due to that, it just naturally leads to butt stuff being suggested or done or whatever. But I just always find it funny if I then ask back, and then it's like this complete.
Do you also want a finger in your butt?
Yeah, and then it's this like. Oh my, and then I'm like, dude, fucking chill, you know?
Yeah, calm down.
Like, I'm not that person, like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I think that is really interesting. What about you? Like, do you like other butt stuff?
It's such a weird thing, because if I think about it just right away, I'm like, no, please don't shove anything in my butt. But then in the heat of the moment, if a guy just naturally does it, like a little finger, I'm like, yeah.
It can feel really nice.
If my brain is not am I clean mode. Because then I just think, poor soul. No, but then I don't mind it. Like, if it's in the heat of the moment and it feels good. Like, I remember this one time. I was on top of a guy and I don't know how, but I was doing my thing, getting a good rhythm. Everything was nice. And then he like bended in trying to actually put a finger in my butt, like on the way, and then I just had to go like, I can't move if you hold me like that. And he was like, stuck. Fair enough.
I'm stuck.
Like remove the hand and I would like continue doing my thing. I was just like, you know what? It's all good and fun, but then I can't do my thing, so please.
I know those moments when you then just like get stuck in that position and you're like, yeah, well, okay, this doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. It worked in theory, but practically...
A for effort, but...
No, but then I don't actually mind. And I've caught myself thinking about sometimes, like, you see those cute small butt plugs where it's like, if they do, or the vibrators where they have both for vaginal but also for anal. I'm like, that if it's really not going too far up the butt, I'm like not hating the idea. Yeah. But I think, again, I needed to be in like a super safe environment for myself with a person I really trust, and I feel like I've had a lot of sexual experience with that knew my body well for me to want to try that. Yeah. Because I'm not on my own gonna experiment with putting stuff in my butt.
I just wanted to say that, maybe try it first.
I don't feel the sexual like need for that to happen. Because if I'm on my own, I never like experience, because I know exactly. I don't know what I would like experience with, because I know exactly what I like, and once I actually do it to myself, it's because I'm really in need of it. So I need it and I need it now.
I can so see that. Taya's just like, no.
I am horny.
Done with fucking waiting.
Yeah, exactly. So then that's not when I light all the candles and get the good vibrator out. Then it's just me, myself, and now we're doing fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in general nice to like experience new things, obviously, to suggest stuff you also like didn't hear about before, maybe. Yeah. But then, yeah, I think it just should. Oh my god, my leg. Sorry, I just have a cramp.
Great.
But then it shouldn't be just for that one person, right?
No.
Like, obviously, it should be something 2 parts or however the collection should enjoy.
Like, true, that too. You need to talk about it, but I also need it for like school to let me know that there are things you can put in the butt. Like that's again what you learn in school and sexual ed, and it's just the basics of how to make a baby. They're never like, oh, by the way, you might meet someone who wants to shove their dick in your butt, and you're like, what?
And also, like, same sex is not hypnotized in school.
You don't like.
Not
don't
everyone
know
is
about
straight,
this.
you know.
Like yeah, but regarding gay sex and guys. Do they have like special ed, or do they like prioritize 10 minutes of the class for just talking about gay sex?
Well, I mean, I don't know how it is nowadays. But what I heard from my gay friends, and also like remembering my school ed, sex ed, whatever, it was just not part.
No, exactly. Because I don't remember hearing anything about it either.
Yeah, completely stigmatized.
And what I've seen of butt sex happening, if I hadn't like... It's really, really popular in porn. Yeah. Like, there are really so much anal... It's overwhelming. And I'm like, that is literally meant for the guy. Oh, okay, that was generalized. There might be some girls out there who wants to see butt sex in porn.
Yeah. But I think there are.
Yeah. But I mean, that is literally... I think it's meant for the audience that is men that like butt sex. And... It's just overwhelming when you see the, like...
It is really interesting
the trailer screen thing, and you're like, whoa, that's a lot of butt things. And it's like not a common thing, but in most porn, like, they sneak in a little butt sex once in a while, and you're like...
I think it is a really common thing people actually like to do.
Yeah. Why are we not more common about it in our conversation? Why do we have to taboo it?
Because
apparently it's everywhere on the interwebs.
It's everywhere, and it is a thing people like, and they should like it, right?
Yeah, it makes sense with the G-spot and everything. Like, it's right there in the middle wall.
But then it's like, then at least like provide some more discourse about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or also like, I really think we should also not kink shame then each other.
Oh, like, no, not at all.
You know, but yeah, there's just no space in, common conversation about this.
No, not at all.
And then also like, I think you should always give it a try if you want to.
If you want to, very important. It might seem interesting, but there's a fine line between curiosity about the subject and actually wanting to do it.
Totally. And if you don't want to do it, it's fine. But then I think it's also really important to not judge women who actually want to try it or who enjoy it, because that is also totally normal, you know. But it's definitely, as you said, it can be a very blurry line, or like
and I think there's I have no shame in saying I've tried it, and it's one of those, I ticked it off my list, and I think I've done way worse. It's like, that is not where I sat down on the edge of the bed afterwards and was like, oh, girl, what have you become?
Right.
And like an out-of-body experience of, girl, you nasty. Butt sex has not been the source of that thought. So I think, it should be more normal to talk about, and I actually want to have more normal conversations about it with my friends.
And it can be really nice.
If they want to talk about their butthole.
Yeah. I mean, that is...
I'll gladly share everything.
We need our pretzel man.
Yeah, true. Where are you at, Jack? But I guess that's what we wanted to talk about on this episode.
Yes.
Being both sides of the drama, having tried butt sex and having not tried butt sex. Lack of information about it in life, Maybe if we started in school to normalize butt sex as not a normal part of sex, but just like this can happen and it's not weird or anything. Yeah. Maybe more people would be
and then also like
more comfortable about talking about it.
Same sex
education. Yeah, like, true. Yeah. I'm curious about same-sex sex. Like, I want to know how that works out, and now I have to Google my way to understand the like the function of how it works.
Yeah.
Instead of just having it as a basic knowledge.
Yeah, totally. There's definitely a lack of, as we said, just a general discourse about it and a normality, because it is fucking normal. It's not
so many people do it
out of space, so we should also normalize talking about it, or in general accepting that this is part of sex as well.
It's a normal part of just the act, I guess. Let's call it that.
Absolutely. All right.
Thank you for listening about on my butt.
Bubble butt. No, but thanks for listening in, guys. Feel free to join your feedback like always. Yes. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe.
And we're more than happy to just start a anonymous conversation on either medias. We just want to know about you guys also. Have a conversation with you.
Totally.
Thank you for this time, and bye!
Have a wonderful day!